Okay, what about this spanning now, class? So, it has something to do with our lesson a while ago, which is about linear combination. Okay, let's have the definition, class. The subspace of a vector space V that is formed from all possible linear combinations of the vectors in a non-empty set S is called the span of S, and we say that the vectors in S span that subspace. If S now contains the vectors that's represented by W1, W2 up to WR, then we denote that span of S by span the elements W1, W2 up to WR, or span set S. Okay? So, in other words, class, no, there will be spanning if you have a linear combination. Just like if you're going to relate, class, our lesson are spanning to our previous lesson. That is, if we have a linear combination of a given vector class, then we say that that set class will span, or it will be span class by this vector. Okay? So let us have this example. Determine whether the following vectors span the vector space R3, where we are given here three vectors class represented by V1, which has components 1, 1, 2, V2 has components 1, 0, 1, and vector V3 has components 2, 1, 2. So in order for us to determine whether these vectors span the vector space R3, we'll make use of the previous equation that we have used in the linear combination class. And that is, we have W equals K1 times V1 plus K2 times V2 plus K3 times V3. Okay, a while ago, class, we have used only up to K2, V2, right? Class, there's no K1, K3 and V3. Why? Because we have only two vectors. This time we have three vectors, class, so there are now three constants to determine, okay? And our W here now, class, we are not given a vector W because our vector W plus is an arbitrary vector, okay? It means that it contains components, class, which is also three components, but this time, class, it will be any real number ABC. Okay? It will be any real number ABC, class. Okay? So let us now have the formula used here, class. So where W now is ABC. And then we have K1 times V1, 1, 1, 2. Then K2 times V2, 1, 0, 1. And K3, class, we have this as V3, 2, 1, 3. Okay, so again, we form a matrix from here, class, having now the first column is 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 0, 1 for our second column, then third column is 2, 1, 3, then we have the last column, class, is now ABC. Okay? Now, class, let us now define K1, K2, and K3 using this matrix, class. So using now the RREF, or the row reduced to echelon form. So what is our first operation here, class? It will be R1 minus R2. Then what about this element to become 0, class? It will be 2R1 minus R3. Okay? So what is now the resulting matrix, class? 1, 1, 2, 8. Then we have 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, then this is now A minus B. Take note, class, that A and B, C are any real number, okay? Okay, next one. We have now 2 times 1, 2 minus 2 is 0. Use this third operation here, class. Then 2 times 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 times 2, 4 minus 3 is 1. Then you have 2A minus C, okay? Next one, class. Let us have now our leading one. In your second column, we have already leading one. Then we're going to transform, class, 1 and 1 here in your second column to become 0. And what is our operation, class? It will be R1 minus R3, right, class? Then we have in our third row is R2 minus R3, okay? What is the resulting matrix, class? So 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 2 minus 1 is 1. What about, class, for the last column we have A minus the quantity 2A minus C, okay? Do not simplify yet, class, ha? And then we go now to second row, 0, 1, 1, A minus B, okay? Then we have now the third row. It is R2 minus R3, so 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we have class A minus B minus R3. Sorry, it should be, it's correct, no? It is 2A minus C, okay? Now class, as you can see, in our last row again, class, what can you say about this last row here? We say now that we can transform this as 0, K1, right? That's because the first row, first column corresponds to K1. This is K2, and then the third row is K3, then we have the constant term. So again, class, we have a false statement here that 0 is not equal to this any real number here, A minus B minus 2A minus C. So that means, class, we can say that the system is inconsistent. And when you have a system that is inconsistent, there will be no solution for K1, K2, and K10, and it's no solution, right? So therefore, we can now not span set S. And what is that set S, class? The set S contains B1, B2, and B3. Okay? We follow, class? So that is what we have for spanning. Okay?